My ex-husband's girlfriend just told my 6-year-old daughter that she's too confident and she needs to dial it back a bit. For context, I, 43 female, left my ex-husband, 52 male, when my daughter was months old because of abuse. He was a mean, violent drunk and loved nothing more than to put me in my place. He would disparage my friendships, my work, my family relationships, name-calling, throwing things, breaking things, but he never hit me. After a particularly violent, scary incident, I left with her, and we lived with my parents while the divorce played out. He exhibits narcissistic behaviors, so I was sure he would go for custody, and he threatened multiple times to take her from me, but nothing. He wanted no overnights until she was 3, and even then we do 1 night a week and every other weekend. Absent his drunken rants at me in the middle of the night, which I screenshot, hide, then ignored, we get along fairly well. I can't stand the dude, but I tolerate him and try to keep the tension down for the sake of our very well-adjusted kid. Except when his girlfriend is present. Let's call her Pickles, 55 female. They started seeing each other when we had been separated a few months. Not close to divorce. He had no custody, so why not, honestly? Pickles is the most extra of all the extras. She's the loudest in the room. When we're with my daughter, she butts into conversations, tries to convince teachers and parents that she knows more another my daughter than me. She micromanages my daughter's relationships. For example, my daughter played baseball, and at the first practice she would go up to random kids and drag them over to my daughter and tell my daughter to be friends with them. I have no problem with her being with my ex. Take him, please. And don't even mind the fact that she's another sentient being in my daughter's life at her other house, but I just don't like her. I would never choose to be around her if I met her at work or at a party or something. Tonight, my daughter had a piano recital. She was super confident in front of the audience, introducing herself and her song, but was a little silly as she was dressed in a Halloween costume, as all the kids were. We have had issues in school with her not being assertive enough, being scared to get in trouble. As a strong feminist woman who has raised my daughter to always believe she's enough for me, to set boundaries and to speak her mind, I'm having trouble with this fact. Her dad is aware of this issue, but I suspect he uses the same kind of language with her that he used with me. Be a good girl, stay small, be nice and sweet. So even if she's being very expressive or energetic as she was tonight, I redirect rather than shame. After the recital, my daughter got some cookies from the reception. Pickles immediately made comments about how she should save those for later and that it was too much sugar. Keep in mind that this was all during my parenting time. I had brought her to the recital and was taking her home. My ex, completely earnestly, said, "Honey, you're getting very confident up there." Pickles chimed in with, "Yeah, you're getting too confident. Maybe take it down a notch." I was dumb boyfriend downed. I said, "No, you're fine. You were great up there. Don't change a thing." When we got in the car, I reiterated to her that she should never let anyone tell her she's too much. That she's always enough for me, that she's never too much, and that I was so proud of her. Anyway, I've been on the verge of tears all night. I've got a daughter who won't stand up for herself. When she does, a significant adult in her life tries to blow out her light. In a reasonable interpersonal relationship, I would have a talk with my ex and express my concerns. But this is a man who will do anything to be right. He won't hear it, and all it will do is set me up for a week of middle-of-the-night rage texts. Last week, I asked him if our daughter had had a bath during his parenting time, so I could plan her next hair wash, and he unleashed a barrage of nasty texts about how dare I question his commitment to hygiene. There's no legal recourse. I can't keep my daughter away from this woman. I don't want to invoke childless cat lady rhetoric, but this woman has no children. She is not a parent. It was annoying to watch her cosplay parenting for social media. She loves to post my daughter all over her public Instagram. But now it seems like her beliefs about girls and women could actually be harming my daughter. There's no solution other than to keep parenting the way I parent and reframe somehow. What do you guys think? Let's discuss in the comments. Follow and like for more stories.